Wolves to Arsenal to. I think we might be seeing a historic forfeit here, and just is to kind of put thoughts into words. There are a couple of things I'd say we need to talk about. One, Saka playing to 10. If Ateta had seen this possibility and done this, since there would have been no need to sign Easy, and this would have been basically because what I see from this is literally because of Saka's technical ability and ability to connect with Madueke on that wing now and then. And we saw it with how the goal he scored, where within 5 minutes, Gyökeres pulled in two players to the side, Bueno and Krejci, and Madueke also occupying, being a nuisance there, and Saka just having like free range to run into the box and get that header in. If he was on the wing, that would not have happened because Gyökeres would have been trying to fight those players, and Saka would not have gotten close to being in that position. So one thing I'll just say, this is a revelation. I think this is something that's also going to an extra headache on for Thomas Tuchel for the selection of the England squad for the World Cup. Martinelli being on the touchline and Hincapi drifting into that left half space, allowing creating that chance in which Gabriel was able to tread from the edge of the line to tread to Hincapi being at the edge of the box and him just running right through, having almost no challenge in getting to that ball because that is how the team had morphed into. It was not against the run of play. It was Arsenal with the ball, but Wolves were in the ascendancy, and we can see that in how when Arsenal when after did his subs, I think the first thing you would notice was immediately Gyökeres went out and the defenders got a bit of leeway. That's being able to occupy those defenders. And because Gabriel Jesus doesn't really do the false nine thing as well as he did when he was a City, it also does not give the centre backs that worry of having to try to track him down into midfield. So you'll notice Gyökeres' absence when he's not on the pitch, then his presence on it. And something I would also say, so when Saka got injured, and Easy had already come up for Madueke, and Easy in for Madueke basically meant that Saka moved to the wing and Easy came on as a 10. And what that immediately caused was three men on Saka. And the moment he got tackled, he came down with an injury. And then there was the enforced change was now Trossard on for Saka, and Trossard moving to being at the left 10, Easy moving to the right wing, Zubimendi and Rice having to be kind of Zubimendi moving more to the right and Rice moving into the middle. And I just that did not work because when that happened, Wolves had the guile, would I say, to push him, start attacking. They were already attacking them, but then that second half from the 60th minute, they all kind of just pushed upward, pushed Arsenal way deep into their own half, put almost into the final third, stretch the pitch as much as possible. You saw Hugo Bueno and Chow switching balls from one end of the pitch to the other end. Wolves' primary tactic in this game was the watch how Brentford dealt with Arsenal. And the first thing you would have noticed was that Brentford targeted Arsenal's targeted throw-ins, targeted corners, and that was all Wolves were looking for today. Try to get the goal, try to get a throw-in, try to get a corner, and it worked because every throw-in was a set piece. The Wolves' goal came from a corner that was cleared but not cleared properly, and it was crossed from one end of the pitch to the other end. Bueno was there, amazing shots. The second goal was almost the same thing, but we saw Wolves they switch the ball to one edge of the pitch, create a space in the middle, and allow someone just hit it. So usually it would have been Mane or Arokodare or Armstrong in that position because we saw Armstrong hit one from a similar point as where Bueno hit his. But for the second goal, Mane hit it. It was Mane that crossed the ball. Ball fell. Should have been an easy catch for Gabriel or an easy clear for Gabriel. But because of the anxiety, because of the pressure, they both fumbled it. And when they fumbled it, it dropped right into that space where the Wolves players could easily just wipe it home. And Edozie, an amazing ball from Edozie. That shot was it hits Calafiori and it's an own goal. But really, it was a really good match. Do I think Arsenal bottled the league? I don't know yet. I can't. I think it's more dependent on this weekend. If it's going to be dependent on if City don't lose, if Arsenal win against Tottenham. If Arsenal win against Tottenham and City lose, the points are back on. The Wolves going to be not mean anything except for the fact that it changes the mindset of everyone towards Arsenal. But points wise, it doesn't really change anything. But if City win and Arsenal draw or lose, the table is the title race is fully open. So I would say it's something where we would have to watch and see. And yeah, so that's all. If there's a full video on my YouTube, there'll be a full video uploaded to the YouTube explaining the tactics more